And good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to the Saitama Prefecture for tonight's game here in the Japanese B-League between our hosts, the Koshigaya ALPHAS and the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, this is a battle of the bottom of the Eastern Conference. Right now, of course, both teams will not be in contention for the B-League playoffs, but it's a matter of pride between the ALPHAS and the Brave Thunders. Well, many Kawasaki Brave Thunders fans have made the journey here to the Saitama Prefecture, hoping to see their team win. We're live here at the Koshigaya City General Gymnasium. Well, it's going to be an exciting atmosphere, there's no doubt about it. This arena, of course, has seen some very exciting games over the season, but with only 18 wins. We'll take a look at the standings. As you can see, Koshigaya currently 18-38, while Kawasaki 4 games less than them in terms of victories. As I mentioned, both teams are bottom of the Eastern Conference. Well, a bit of a note coming into this game. Of course, Koshigaya on the back of a 3-game losing streak. They haven't won since they defeated the Shiga Lakes. Certainly be looking to try and turn things around indeed. Well, there are your playoff matchups. Of course, 8 teams will be heading to the playoffs. As we stand at the moment, the wild card still will be a chase to find out who will make it into the 10th preseason, or postseason, I should say, excuse me, of the Japanese B-League. Well, there they are, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders fans. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Let's go, ALPHAS! ALPHAS 頑張って
チームとしてすごい仲が良くて、なんか団結力があるところ、篠山選手を中心に団結力があるところがすごい好きです。川崎頑張って。
Well, Kawasaki, if you go back to the first season of the Japanese B-League, they actually played in the finals against Utsunomiya Brex. Then the Brex were coached by Tom Wisman, and Koshigaya's head coach, Coach Anzai, was actually the assistant coach of the Brex that season. He would go on to win the B-League championship with them in 2022 in the finals against Ruku Golden Kings. But tonight, of course, both teams, well, they won't be setting their sights on the B-League playoffs. Their sights will indeed be preparing for next season. Well, my coach Katsuhisa, of course, does have a very talented team. I mean, he's got some key players. No Ahmad Jameluddin tonight here. Of course, they did bring in Dushan Ristich this season along with Roscoe Allen and Emmanuel Terry. But one of the key players you want to look out for tonight is Japanese legend number 7, Ryusei Shinoyama. Well, there is the starting 5 tonight. Emmanuel Terry will be the starting center. Of course, they'll also have Ryoto Yonesu. He'll be the starting point guard. And also playing with him is Ryo Lida. Well, the final 2 positions will be Roscoe Allen and Jihiro Yamauchi. Well, that's your starting 5 this evening for the visitors, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. There's Roscoe Allen. Of course, the big man, very versatile player that can play both inside and outside, but they're going to need a very big performance tonight. Only 14 victories, and they're on the back of 7 games consecutive. 7 consecutive defeats, I should say. Well, fans, we are live here in the Saitama Prefecture. Now we're going to enjoy the local entertainment as we introduce the starting 5 for the home team, the Koshigaya ALPHAS. While we enjoy the local entertainment, if you want to know more about the Koshigaya ALPHAS, I mean, they've got a very good team themselves. They got Anthony Clements, who did play for Kazakhstan's national team at various FIBA World Cup and Asia Cup qualifiers. Sekou Doumbouya, of course, one of their leading scorers, but one of the best three-point shooters in the B-League is number 7, Shun Matsuyama, 29 years of age. But of course, the big name everybody looks out for is the big man inside, number 11, Kai Soto. No doubt many fans from the Philippines tuning in live on B.LEAGUE International just to see the 7'3" prodigy who featured for Gilas Pilipinas at the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Well, Kaiju has been a monumental player that's definitely transcended the market of the B-League, especially towards more East Asian basketball fans. And that's a big reason. If you want to know why we started streaming B-League games in English, it was 130 Ravenna back in 2019. Just then coming to the B-League, becoming the first East Asia import. And hence why the market has simply risen since. We've had so many international players across the globe come to this magnificent league, as now we're in season number 10, a decade of excellence here in the Japanese B-League. Well, it's time now to introduce the starting five tonight for the Koshigaya Alphas, and I would imagine we're definitely going to see Kaiju in the lineup. Well, fans, if you are watching live on B.LEAGUE International, let's give some shout-outs, of course, to my guy, It's Canuck _1, watching from Vancouver. There is the starting, well, these are going to be the backup fives, of course. Well, I got to give a big thank you to It's Canuck. Of course, just had to turn down my aircon as it's quite hot in Southeast Asia. I'm currently in Vietnam. There is New Zealand international Jordan Atai. If you go onto YouTube and type in New Zealand Haka basketball, you'll find one Haka, the pre-ritual, the traditional dance that the New Zealand national team do before any national game matchup. He led that dance against Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Welcome to Game Spot Gab, watching from the Philippines. Indeed, unfortunately, it is Josh Bett. I apologize. One thing you should know about this team, Koshigaya Alphas, is that they are a volume three-point shooting team. They almost live and die from the three-point line. Like I said, it's a tough one for the Koshigaya Alphas, having lost their last game against the Sendai 89ers, and they also lost a doubleheader on both the 18th and 19th against ALPHAS Tokyo. The last win for Koshigaya was indeed against Ibaraki Robots on the 15th. And that was 10 days ago on the road. Well, welcome to my guy, Kevin Schoon. Of course, this man absolutely is an international basketball consumption machine. You gotta love Kevin. He is the man. Well, the problem right now isn't offense here for the Koshigaya Alphas. I mean, relatively, they are a good offensive team. The problem is defense. We talked about the three-point percentages. They're a 35% three-point shooting team. So they're a team that if they shoot well from the perimeter, well, they play much better. But if you consider they only scored 74 points, that's not bad considering their standard here in the B-League. There's Coach Anzai, former head coach of Utsunomiya Brex, but they give away 82 points per game. So defense has always been an issue this season. Now, the key matchup you want to look out for is Seika Dumbuya, that man there, versus Roscoe Allen tonight of Kawasaki. Well, shout out to Noel Torres watching from Christchurch in New Zealand. And to Josh Smith, 3806. Well, I'm sorry, my friend. I cannot help you on whatever sort of predictions you're going to make for this game. I'm just a commentator, and a very bad one, to say the least. Starting fives, as you can see tonight, the key matchup in the backcourt, Ryoto Yonesu. He'll have the duty against Shun Matsuyama. Like I said, one of the best three-point shooters this season in the B-League. Kai Soto, well, he'll go up against the very physical and athletic Emmanuel Terry. I imagine Anthony Clements is probably going to be the go-to scorer tonight here for the Koshigaya Alphas. But we'll see how this one pans out. Koshigaya in the maroon/claret. And these two teams play in opposite colors, but it will be Kawasaki in the white. Welcome everybody to the Saitama Prefecture. Indeed, it's a B-League matchup between Koshigaya Alphas and Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Roscoe Allen actually defensively matching up here with Kai Soto. Let's go into a high ball screen with Sekou Doumbouya. The foul is already going to be called on the ground. Well, welcome to Oscar Cruz, watching from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And Epta24, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for your kindness. A foul's going to be called against Yamauchi. That's already 2 fouls against Yamauchi, so quite clearly a bit of a problem here for Chihiro Yamauchi. Clemens is a very tricky player to defend. If you've ever seen him play for Kazakhstan, you always know that he's got one thing on his mind, and that's scoring. So they have to make a change quickly. Two fouls against Yamauchi. So Takumi Hasegawa will come into the lineup now. The veteran, 36 years young. Clemens denies the screen. Well, they made the switch. Doumbouya finds Soto in the paint. Kai goes up and gets the first 2 points. Quite a good 1-2 combo between Sekou Doumbouya and Kai Soto this season for the Alphas. Missed attempt for Kawasaki. Remember, 7 games on the trot they've lost. They've got to find a victory somewhere. Doumbouya, bit of space, kicks out in the corner, finds Matsuyama for 3. Well, he's one of the best in the B-League. Kawasaki cannot afford, to leave him wide open. It's Kawasaki still looking for their first field goal. Terry just coming up for that ball screen. Little mid-range game goes. Doumbouya comes up with a rebound. They want to extend their lead early. Sekou Doumbouya from downtown. Well, whoever's the captain of Koshigaya Alphas is going to get 2 points, and I think it might be Clemens. That's a 2-pointer. Tipped in by Emmanuel Terry. That is the official FIBA rule, in which when a basket is put into its own net by a player on the defensive end, as Terry fires it from downtown. That's a part of his game he's improved since playing in the Basketball Champions League in Europe. We played for both Tekshir Bandırma of Turkey and Hapoel Jerusalem of Israel. Koshigaya Alpha is just forcing a lot of switching here on defense. Kai catches the top one, goes in, throws it down. While Kaiju, Kaizilla. And a timeout is going to be called by Coach Katsuhisa. Already, Kai Soto with 2 field goals. 6-point lead already here to the Koshigaya Alphas. We will return in just under 1 minute. I think it was an alley-oop that just put a bit too much hot sauce in that one. Soto just took no prisoners. Well, fans, if you're watching live, let us know where in the world you're watching this game, which team you're supporting, so we can give you a shout-out. And just a polite reminder, the Kai Bashes are not welcome. Well, not a great start here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. You already saw number 45, Chihiro Yamauchi, picking up 2 very quick fouls when he had to match up against Anthony Clemens. Koshigaya currently leading by 6 points. Staying in the man-to-man matchup. Kawasaki's got to build some momentum. There's a pump fake. Suffocated defense coming from Shu Matsuyama. But another one goes flying from Emmanuel Terry. Well, that's 2 3-pointers. Well, he has improved a lot from the three-point line. Of course, Emmanuel Terry briefly played in the NBA with the Phoenix Suns. Kaiju catching a tough lob. Comes up with it. Kaiju goes in, but he doesn't get the and one. But Soto will go to the free throw line. What's the old saying? A healthy Kai is a terrifying Kai. Too big, too strong. A lot of talk about this young man. Can he make it to the NBA? But of course, respect to him. He's been magnificent. He's really had to earn his way here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE since signing in 2023 with the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Because unfortunately for Kai, he picked up an injury. In the season that the Dragonflies won the B.LEAGUE championship in 2024, defeating Ruku Golden Kings, he actually had to go on loan that year to the Yokohama B Corsairs, where he was teammates with one Yuki Kawamura. Soto has 6 points. Seems a bit quiet now with the Kai bashes, with Kai scoring. Still Kawasaki in a man-to-man defense. Yonesu just tries to find Roscoe on the pick and pop. He'll fire a 3. That's a good look. Soto nearly coming up with a rebound, but it's intercepted. Kawasaki try another one as Yonesu buries the third three-pointer for the Brave Thunders. Already, Koshigaya having to step up the defensive intensity from the three-point line. Sekou Doumbouya finds a bit of an opening, goes in. No help side defense, and that's way too easy for Koshigaya. Offensively, the paint was left way too exposed. All of Koshigaya's points have come from the three-point line. They'll go again. Manuel Terry taking the rebound from Soto. Roscoe Allen bumps. And now he'll go to the free throw line. He's been quite a versatile big this season. I think the problem which Kawasaki's missed is a true scorer on the perimeter. Because they've got the inside presence. And what's sad about Kawasaki, this is the 10th year of the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Double change coming in for Koshigaya, both Jordan Ngatai and Joseph Diawara into the lineup. But going back to Kawasaki Brave Thunders, the first ever year, season 1 of the Japanese B.LEAGUE was in 2016-17. And they made it to the finals only to lose to the Utsunomiya Brex. Because that was Brex's first championship. They've now won the most ever in B.LEAGUE history here in 10 seasons. 3 championships for the Brex. Last time Kawasaki came close to making the finals was in 2022. And who did they lose to in the semifinals? Utsunomiya Brex. Allen makes both free throws. Almost 4 minutes played here in the first quarter. Not a lot of movement here from the Alphas offense, but they go down to Doumbouya. Double team comes. Well, they had to catch a tough one. Another 3 goes flying again. Don't leave Shun Matsuyama wide open. He's one of the best in the B.LEAGUE. Roscoe Allen goes in. And Koshigaya's transition defense paying the price. Well, it could be a very close game between these two teams. Sitting bottom of the Eastern Conference. Ngatai has to find Diawara. Diawara gets right to the bucket but misses the layup. Koshigaya can level things up with a 4th three-pointer. They've made 3 so far. Terry already has 2 of them. Now they'll go for another one. It's up, and we're all level. Live here at Saitama Prefecture. Kawasaki Brave Thunders feeling the confidence. Foul is going to be called on the ground. 66% of Kawasaki's points already have come from the three-point line. There's a problem Kawasaki has, though. They cannot go through this 1 through 5 switching, because that is going to leave mismatches for Sekou Doumbouya, who predominantly plays on the perimeter, so he's going to force a lot of switches. Kawasaki's got to figure something out, because now they have no more fouls to give. Crib Jam TV, kumusta po? Maganda na raw. Shout out to all the Filipinos watching. Doumbouya caught in a double team, nearly threw it away. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. See, if I'm Koshigaya, knowing that you're in the penalty, I'm just going to stick Kai Soto with the double block, throw it into him, draw some fouls, and keep going to the free throw line. 4:48, they've got to take advantage of this. Doumbouya's got to go quick. Fakes the turnaround, spin out, and that's BEA beautiful by Sekou Doumbouya. As now he picks up his second field goal. Just giving Koshigaya a slender 2-point lead against Kawasaki. Well, they'll go for a fifth three. That's a little too short. Dusan Ristic coming up with the offensive rebound. Nice cut by Roscoe Allen. Good defense by Soto. And now here come the Alphas. Well, Diawara, nice seal off, but he misses from point blank range. Soto unable to go in for the follow-up, and here come Kawasaki. Ristic. Kawasaki's transition just discombobulated. Still plenty of basketball to play here in the first quarter. Ristic fancies this isolation up against Sekou Doumbouya. That's good defense. Soto just coming over the help side. Another offensive rebound. That time not coming up with a fifth three-pointer. Doumbouya now. Caught quickly, draws the foul. So with 3:26, they'll just keep going to the free throw line. I don't know if the foul is on that man, Roscoe Allen, or if it's on Takumi Hasegawa. Let's have a look at the replay. That's on Hasegawa, surely. Yep. So free throws coming up for Sekou Doumbouya. Now, call me biased. I don't mind. I've got skin as thick as an elephant, but well, he's come back in the lineup. Jehoru Yamauchi's back in the lineup. He's got 2 fouls. But going back to what I was saying, I am very biased. I'm always going to admit that. And the man at the free throw line, Sekou Doumbouya, played for one of the greatest teams in European basketball. This man played for the infamous CSP Limoges. It's one of the best teams in France. Of course, originally from Conakry, Guinea, drafted by the Detroit Pistons in the 2019 NBA draft in the first round with the 15th pick. But in 2018-19, he played for CSP Limoges. And who was his coach? Well, current Guma Crane Thunders head coach, Kyle Milling. Second free throw good, extending it to a 2-possession lead. Koshigaya putting on a bit of full court pressure, so subbing into the game is Yuya Kamata. Another veteran player in the B-League with this team. Kawasaki, no issue breaking down the full court press. Rich just setting a high screen. Kawasaki's backcourt just trying to break down the defense. And that's a very poor pass, but good coverage by Koshigaya. That turnover is going to be on Shota Tsuyama. Koshigaya have led by as many as 6. Any bucket now will take them to that or above. Natai with a post up. Again, double team comes. Well, they've made 2 threes. Make it 3. Koshigaya right now feeling the confidence. And it's that man again, Shun Matsuyama. Well, a big shout out to my colleague from the B.LEAGUE International office in Bunkyo, Tokyo. Kazuya Nishikawa already identifying that Shun Matsuyama, one of the best three-point shooters in the B.LEAGUE. Another missed attempt. Matsuyama, 42% this season from the perimeter. 4th best in the B.LEAGUE. Dumbuya, right at the defense, but loses his balance, and that's going to be a traveling violation. Because to all the viewers watching live on B.LEAGUE International, I have a question for you. Who is your favorite? I'm going to give you 2 questions. Who is your favorite Japanese player in the B.LEAGUE? Let us know in the live comment bank. There's a lot of great Japanese players in the B.LEAGUE this season who will play for Japan at the upcoming FIBA World Cup qualifying window late June. So let us know in the live YouTube comment bank, who is your favorite domestic Japanese player in the B.LEAGUE? Another screen coming. They'll go for 3 in the corner. They made 4. Now make it 5 3-pointers. So Kawasaki picking up 2 early fouls, but Yamauchi slicing it down to a 4-point deficit. Dumbuya twisting, turning, and the left hand is simply deadly from Sekou Dumbuya. How do you defend the man drafted by the Detroit Pistons in 2019? I don't think you can. You can only hope to contain him. Well, nice back down by Emmanuel Terry, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Question is, will it be called on the ground, or was he in his gather step? Well, the foul is on Shun Matsuyama. Should he be going to the free throw line, though? There's the bump. Well, it could be. I mean, he is in his gather step after all. Well, reading some of the comments on the live YouTube chat, a lot of people going for Yudai Baba. Just like that. Nagasaki Velka, what a huge turnaround. That team went from the lowest division of professional basketball in Japan all the way here to the B-League, but now could very well be a B-League title contender this season. So Papa Matt 107, Yuta Okada, Makoto Hiyajima, and Max Hisatake. Those are some good choices, Matt, my guy. Papa Matt 107, I like that. And Blue Bottles 1449's gone with Yuta Watanabe. Tiger Okada will go to the free throw line here for Kawasaki Brave Thunders. That foul is going to be called against Yuya Kamata. Well, Kawasaki this season have only been a 69.8% free throw shooting team. Because Taiga Okada, not necessarily a foundation scorer for this team. He's only averaging 4 points per game, but he's a 70% free throw shooter, so he's just above the average for Kawasaki this season. As Anthony Clements will come back in the lineup along with Kai Soto for the final 122 here in the first quarter. Now here's another question I have for all the people watching live. Who is your favorite import player here in the B-League? Let me know in the live YouTube comment bank. I imagine Kai Soto is going to be a very popular one. Soto, twisting, turning. That's a good move, but just unable to finish. Love the old school tradition, back to the basket post up. We've got to see more of that from Kai tonight. Kawasaki looking to cut it down to one possession ball game. Terry up against Soto. Tough fadeaway, and that's tough. That's good defense. but better offense by E-Man. Slicing it down to a 2-point ball game. Terry now has 8 points, and that could be a 2-for-1 for Kawasaki. Natai wants to go to Soto again. Got to go for it, Kai. This is your moment. Kicks this one out to Clemens. Clemens beats the shot clock, and the bank is open for the man who plays for Kazakhstan. It's nice. a beautiful play. Final play here, but a foul, I believe, is going to be called on the ground. Well, that's a foul. I think it's going to be number 2 on Shun Matsuyama. So, question from Sherwin 009 Simon 00. It's quite an interesting name. Any players in the B-League have NBA potential? I mean, the NBA's evolved, but let's get through this final 4.6. Terry quickly catches it, puts it on the ground, down the middle, look out below as E-Man beats the final buzzer with a one-handed rim rocker. Emmanuel Terry pump fake, having already converted 2 3-pointers, and that time he decided to take no prisoners. What a play by Emmanuel Terry as he gives Kawasaki Brave Thunders, or slice it down, excuse me, to a 2-point deficit. 10 points to Terry. We'll be back for the second quarter, just under 2 minutes. Well, here we go, fans. Welcome back. Second quarter live here in the Saitama Prefecture. Koshigaya ALPHAS holding on to a slender 2-point lead against the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Kawasaki's made 5 threes. Another offensive rebound here. They'll go for a 6th one. It's up. And now they're just punishing the Koshigaya ALPHAS. Well, that 3-pointer made by Shota Tsuyama. Oh, don't you worry. Indeed. We and now will be coming as soon as we get the first Kai Soto monster dunk as Ngatai reclaims the lead for the Koshigaya ALPHAS. Well, they'll go for a 7th one. Soto coming up with another rebound again. ALPHAS have led by as many as 7. Kitagawa just throwing this one to Ngatai. Ngatai around the defense. Kamata had an open look, couldn't convert it. Because you know Kawasaki want to go from the three-point line. There's the fadeaway in the paint. Soto another rebound. That was Roy Igwe. Just missing that time inside the key. Foul converted on the ground. That foul is going to be called against Shota Tsuyama. Because that was a problem for Kawasaki at the beginning of the first quarter, picking up too many unnecessary fouls. Now Clemens will fire a three. Soto battles. Can't come up with it, and the foul is going to be committed by Anthony Clemens. Trying to build something here. Terry pops out to the perimeter. They don't get the ball to him. Koshigaya have to switch. There's another foul to reach. I don't think there was a need to reach that because Soto actually had that position covered. Now, legendary Ryusei Shinoyama. Why he's legendary? Go back to Japan versus Qatar in 2019. FIBA World Cup qualifiers. It was in February of 2019. That man there had to save up literally where he's standing now from inbounding it. He had to save the ball from going out of bounds and threw up a one-handed prayer. And they call it the hand of God. And some annoying commentator said, "Arigato gozaimasu." That was me. Change coming in now. Here's Yuichi Ikeda, another legend in for the Koshigaya Alphas. Well, Terry's wide open. They don't get it to him. And that's going to be a third team foul in 2 minutes against Koshigaya. So now it's right there. Terry's open. He's already made 2 threes. Get it to him. And you can see Coach Katsuhisa. That foul is going to be called against Shuhei Kitagawa. So change coming in for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Rio Lida into the lineup now. Still a 1-point lead to the Alphas. Shinoyama thinks about it. Goes to his right, out of control. That's good defense. Dumbuya comes over the board, now wants to run the transition. Well, they get another look in the corner. It's wide open. The three is up, and it's buried. Extending it to a 4-point lead. A timeout is going to be called by Kawasaki. Alphas now hitting their third three-point field goal. Competitive matchup between two teams near the bottom of the conference of the Japanese B.LEAGUE. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Okay, Soto's had a very good start to the game so far, and I think there's always going to be a weight of expectation on his shoulders any game he plays. Whether it is for the Koshigaya Alphas or Gilas Pilipinas. We all know how proud of a basketball nation the Philippines is. Oh, another foul is going to be called. Gave me an offensive foul, I believe. Well, I'd say that's a tough one, because that definitely looked like a push-off. But got to play to the whistle. Roscoe Allen currently at the free throw line. Well, thank you very much to John Edmund Lagman, 5349. Thank you very much. Oh, legendary name. Papa Matt 107, Takehiko Orimo. 2006 FIBA World Championship with Japan when he played alongside Kei Igarashi. Kosuke Takeuchi, who actually still plays in the B-League now. Wow. Shout out indeed. That is a legendary name. Well, nice finish inside the paints. That time from the legend, Yuichi Ikeda. Because if you're a neutral fan, you want to see this game go right down to the wire. Allen penetrates, kicks this one out. Shinoyama goes back to Allen. That's a beautiful play. I think Roscoe Allen saying, why didn't you shoot the three? You're wide open. Allen now up to 5 points. Soto catching it way out of the key. Finds Clemens on a handout. Now pulls up on the baseline. Well, it's good basketball we're watching from both teams. Both teams sharing the ball effectively and getting good looks. Allen down the middle goes in and count it. He'll go to the free throw line. As now he moves up to double figures. 10 points to Roscoe Allen. Well, that's good offense, but you could also argue neither team really showing a lot of defensive discipline at the moment, or defensive discipline, excuse me. Well, timeout's going to be called. We'll be back in just under 1 minute live here in the Saitama Prefecture. Koshigaya Alphas currently a slender lead against Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, Roscoe Allen can cut it down to 1 point deficit. 6:36 to go here in the second quarter. So far, he is the game's leading scorer if he can actually convert this play. Because both him and Emmanuel Terry have 10 points each. Three-point play converted. Alphas still lead by 1. A lot of basketball to play here in the second quarter. High screen set for Clemens. Now finds Dumbuya. Soto's wide open. They don't get it to him. Clemens goes behind the back. Little shift and shake, front iron. That's the time there. You've got to find Kai Soto. Let him go to work. They want to go back to Roscoe Allen. Kawasaki can't take the lead. Nice backdoor pass, but good help side. Oh, they fumble over it. They miss it. Roscoe Allen misses it. And now Koshigaya can try to extend the 1 point cushion they have at the moment. That was a nice little pump fake. But again, misses. Soto, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Not quite an ooh-wee and nah moment, but extending it to a 3-point lead to Koshigaya. Another missed attempt. Too quick of an offense there from Kawasaki. I feel like they rushed things a little too quickly. Now Soto's got time and space. Allen tries to reach. Soto backs down, turnaround. Oh, it's a good move, but again, just cannot finish. I think Roscoe Allen may have taken a shot there, or may have just been Kai Soto'd. I don't think I'd want to be defending Kai Soto on a back down. My rib cage would probably break. So they're going to have a review of this to find out if an act of violence took place. Well, Kai makes collision. There's no doubt about it. I would call that a foul, but I don't think that would be upgraded. But we'll see. We'll see what the officials decide. Well, the officials still taking their time to find out if further action needs to take place. So they're just having a long review of this at the moment. I'd say a foul, but yeah, no more than that. Because it's not like Kai goes there to intentionally take him out, if anything. Well, Allen after taking the shot now going to the free throw line. And again, looking to slice it down to a 1-point deficit if he makes the second free throw. He now is actually the game's leading scorer here. Makes them both. Well, Dusan Ristic into the game now. Pete. Probably just to give Roscoe Allen a much-needed time of rest. Soto also out of the game now for the KOSHIGAYA ALPHAS. KOSHIGAYA looks to try and extend again on this 1-point slender lead. Dumbuya. A bit of crisscross, fires the three. It's a little too short. And now Kawasaki can't take the lead for the first time. Haven't led in this game yet. Have to ask the question, where will the points come without Roscoe Allen? They do have Emmanuel Terry. Ristic now tries to seal off in the paint. That goes out of bounds. 6 seconds remain on the shot clock for Kawasaki. Well, I stand corrected. Actually, Kawasaki led by 1 point early in the first quarter. So timeout's called by Coach Katsuhisa. 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock when we come back. Well, they're going to have to try to build something here in 6 seconds. They have a baseline. Terry's got to go quick. Time winding down. He's got to force up a tough three. He's made 2. Almost got that one to go. Probably not quite what they wanted from the timeout. Now that's I will fire a wide open three. Well, he's had some good games playing for Koshigaya. He's still a very great player. There's no denying that one. Nice little bit of separation made there. As now Kawasaki for the second time tonight through Shota Tsuyama reclaim the lead. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Keta fakes the extra pass. Now he'll fire a three. Koshigaya just struggling to find points at the moment. 3:30 to go. Terry inside the paint. Tough contested fadeaway. Christus unable to come up with the offensive rebound. Kind of feel the buzz, the energy. May have just slowly faded away from both teams here at the moment. Keta kicks out. They get a wide open three. It's contested in the end. The three is made. That's good offense. That's Takeda Oba. Announces himself into the game already. Well, that's the 5th three-pointer. 50% from downtown so far tonight for Koshigaya. That's Chihiro Yamauchi back in the lineup. That's a great play. They got the penetration. They got the kick out. It was a high percentage look. As now we're under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Christus just trying to find a bit of space. This is good defense from Dumbuya. Oh, Christus nearly coming up with the offensive rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Well, they've called this Koshigaya ball. Christus telling Coach Katsuhisa to go for head coach's challenge. I don't think he wants to use it quite yet. Still a very close game. Might want to save that, considering that this game is closed down the long stretch. Dumbuya fakes the handoff, goes in, a lot of contact, count it, he'll go to the free throw line. Well, he faked the handoff, now becomes the third player in double figures this evening. Ristich completely fell for that one. Well, if you're going to foul him, might want to foul him a little bit harder than that. Sekou Dumbuya started his pro career at Cathedral Federal de Basketball, the INSEP Academy, the infamous French academy in Paris that has produced some of the greatest players in French basketball, one most notably Tony Parker. Dumbuya extends to a 5-point lead for Koshigaya. These two teams will meet tomorrow here in this doubleheader in the B-League. Well, nice penetration, but too strong off the backboard. Nate comes up with it. 2 minutes nearly to go. Dumbuya. Well, he had a wide open look in the corner with Takeru Oba, who's already made one three-pointer, but they didn't get the ball to him. But Koshigaya go for another one, and that's way off the mark. Now the ball didn't touch the rim. Dumbuya pump fakes. Has to put up a floater, and that's way too strong. Sloppy offense from the Alphas. Kawasaki's made 6 threes. They continue to fire from downtown. That's going to be another foul, and that's going to send Roscoe Allen to the free throw line. Well, it's been a great game. Very organized offense we've seen from both teams, but last few possessions almost feels a bit rushed. A little bit of anxiety in both teams' offense. Anthony Clements is going to sub back in the lineup here for the Alphas. as Roscoe Allen still perfection from the free throw line this evening. Allen now with 14 points. He's 3 out of 4 from the field. 8 out of 8 from the free throw line, actually. They might not want to foul him any longer as he cuts it down to a one-possession ball game. Joseph Diawara subbing back into action. Kai Soto's also re-entered play. Given the time here in the second quarter remaining, this could be a potential 3 for 2 for Koshigaya. But they're going to have to play their cards right. Well, Soto's wide open. Come on, again. Fumbles it. Well, tough pass, but Kai's got to catch that one. That was way wide open. And that, in fact, if he'd caught that one and converted, that would have made Kai Soto, indeed, the 4th player in double figures. He's got 8 points and 5 rebounds already with 2 assists. Another 3 goes flying. 7th three-pointer for Kawasaki Brave Thunders as they level things through Rio Lida. Well, this team, it's almost like the Ginebra of the PBA, the never say die attitude when it comes to taking 3-pointers. They have cooked tonight. 7 out of 16 from the 3-point line. Just over 40%. We'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. That was the pass. Soto's got to catch that one. Come on, Kaiju. .104 left here in the second quarter. Koshigaya Alphas will get it back. Well, Koshigaya, they want to go into the halftime break with the lead. They've got to make something happen here. Soto in the paint. Got 8 points. Gets his pocket pick. Clemens comes back up with it. That's going to be a 3rd foul against Jahiro Yamauchi. So surely he's got to come out now because 47.7. Yeah, he's got to. That's 3 fouls. That's a silly foul to pick up. So Hasegawa comes back into the game. Kawasaki's got 1 foul to give. This could be a potential 2 for 1 if they can score here. Soto's got a seal off. They don't get it to him. They'll go for another 3. They'll sink this one, extending it back to a 3-point lead. Matsuyama hits his 4th three-pointer. The 4th best 3-point shooter in the B-League, over 40% from downtown. Kawasaki have made 7 threes as mentioned. Don't want to level things up. Well, there it is from Dusan Ristic as he makes the trojka. The 3-pointer, as they would say in Serbian. 8th three-pointer. 8th trojka. And that's going to be Kawasaki's final foul to give. So 4.6. They don't want to foul anymore and send them to the free throw line. They've played so good so far. But Ryosei Shinoyama's come back in the game. They've got to defend one final play, no fouls to give. They find Matsuyama. Matsuyama alley-oop, finds Soto, goes up with it, and final buckets. Hayop Panis Uwina. Well, you thought Matsuyama was going to go for a three-pointer, but instead, he had something bigger. He had Kaiju. Well, Kai Soto now going into double figures, 10 points. Fourth player in double figures so far in this game, along with Sekou Doumbouya, Alan Roscoe, and Emmanuel Terry. That is the end of the first half. We will be back for the second half in just under 20 minutes.
ここで B リーグパートナー各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルパートナーレソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインフロニアホールディングス、 B リーグパートナーズ日本生命 TIS ミライル、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズモルテン、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、 EY ジャパン、インターンフィットネス、ストライク、スポーツデポ、ロックアイス、ふるさとチョイス、ボルツ、日清食品、 DNA、 B リーグサプライヤー、アンド ST ホールディングス、 B リーグコミュニケーションパートナー、LINE ヤフー、 B リーグスポーツ振興、レフリーサポーティングパートナー、スポーツくじフィナー、 B リーググロースパートナー、電通。以上、B リーグパートナー各社のご紹介でした。 株式会社ジャムプレソフィア株式会社モニ株式会社株式会社ソーシャルテク株式会社テシスカイ株式会社 HR チーム株式会社ビジネスインフォメーションテクノロジー株式会社バリューコンプレス株式会社アイドル株式会社アイスカンパニーバイオレ株式会社アイスペース株式会社マネース株式会社カジマラ大森機械工業株式会社量子運輸株式会社株式会社リスタイル株式会社あけぼの運輸株式会社アトサウンドカンパニー株式会社武蔵野銀行株式会社モアージュ株式会社 J
Welcome back, fans. Live here at the Saitama Prefecture, the home of the Koshigaya Alphas, where currently they lead by 2 points against Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Both teams currently sitting bottom of the Eastern Conference here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Well, as we take a look at some of the key stats here from the first half, only 4 players in double figures. Roscoe Allen currently leading all scorers of 15 points, while Emmanuel Terry also second leading scorer tonight for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, I stand corrected. Actually, 5 players. Also, Shun Matsuyama, Kai Soto, and Seiku Dumbuya. Together, a combined total of 33 points. Both Dumbuya and Kai Soto have 5 rebounds. They're 5 away from a potential double-double, while Seiku Dumbuya also 6 assists away, potentially away from a triple-double tonight here for the Kawasaki, or excuse me, the Koshigaya Alphas. There's Shun Matsuyama. Over 40% from the three-point line, 4th best this season in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Well, if they're going to win tonight, they have to ensure they get more looks for him from downtown. Dumbuya also has had 2 attempts from the perimeter. He's missed 2 of them. While currently Matsuyama 4 out of 5 from the three-point line. They're 46% from the three-point line tonight. Koshigaya way above their average of 35%. So like I said, if they're going to win tonight, there's the three-point percentages between both teams. Very good three-point shooting. Well, Roscoe Allen does lead scoring tonight along with Emmanuel Terry. Both players combining for 25 points each. Fans, if you're watching this game live, please make sure you subscribe to B.LEAGUE International on YouTube. And also, let us know where in the world you're watching this game so we can give you a shout out. Well, a comment from Wyatt M-U6Q. I think Thunders can actually put this one away tonight on some luck. Well, it would only be their 15th win if they are to win tonight. And if they are going to win, they're going to need to stop that man's good three-point shooting, Shun Matsuyama. Well, Kaiju got the final bucket of the first half that gave Koshigaya a 2-point lead. They will get the first possession. We're live here at the Koshigaya City General Gymnasium in the Saitama Prefecture. This is the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Welcome back, everybody. Soto looking for a handoff. That's a poor turnover. Very poor start there for the Alphas. Kawasaki can level things up. They can take the lead with a 9-3. Make it 9 3-pointers. This team's on fire. As Rio Lida hits his 3rd three-pointer of the game. Oh, nice take by Clemens, but he misses everything. Goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Alpha's ball in the baseline. That's a good move, but nobody crashing for an offensive rebound. Both Kaiju and Seiku Dumbuya on the perimeter. Well, Matsuyama's made 4 threes. No stopping this man. 5 3-pointers for Shun Matsuyama. Wyatt M-U6Q, thank you very much, my brother. Where are you watching this game, bro? As Noel Kasuda watching from Macau. Nice. Well, it's a Spanish pick-and-roll sequence in which Shun Matsuyama set the back screen for the original screen of Soto, and he was wide open for 3. Takeru Oba was called for the foul. As now Yonesu just tries to work his way around, finds Terry. Terry connects with it, and that's beautiful basketball. 12 points for Emmanuel Terry. Baka Marino, watching from outer space. Bro, don't quit your day job. Comedy's not your thing. Little curl screen action. Kamata goes in, and no team displaying any inside presence defense. Well, Labas Cape Sakasi to Darius 8521. Prale, Mampatega Krepshinio Lietuvio. Pirmin Vilniece. We have a Lithuanian watching. Another three goes flying. Oh, Yonesu. That's 10 3-pointers now for Kawasaki. Clemens goes coast to coast, but he misses the and one. Well, if anybody wants to know what the B-League record is for three-pointers, I believe it's either 21 or 22. And that was Akita Northern Happiness back in, 2022, I believe it was. I think that's right. I'm going to get that double check now with my good friend, Kazuya Nishikawa. Just messaging him now. Well, Wyatt M-U6Q watching from Minnesota. Ocean State Gambler. That's quite the name. Watching from Rhode Island. Don Donnie Don watching from New Zealand. Because if I don't give you a shout out, it might just be because I can't catch up, but also the name, I'm not quite familiar with it. A lot of people come and give fake names. Another little curl screen. Almost got it. Roscoe Allen with the offensive rebound. Nothing separating these two teams at the moment. Allen pick and pop from 18. That time unsuccessful. And another foul is going to be called on the ground, this time against Reoto Yonesu. That's only his first personal foul. Sideline possession to the Alphas. They're trying to spread the floor. You can see bringing Kai Soto to the perimeter, but Roscoe Allen's done a decent job defensively so far. Soto down the middle. It's good defense. But good recovery by Terry. Oh, they saved this one. Great hustle by Yonesu. And now here comes Allen. Finds Terry. Terry goes in. And that's a tough finish as he gives Kawasaki a 2-point lead. Well, welcome to PNP_Cooks, watching from Prague. That's a beautiful city in Eastern Europe. Gotta love Czechia. Do you like Iranimba? That's the best team from Czechia. Matsuyama trying to go down low to Kai Soto, but that's going to be an out of bounds. I think maybe Roscoe Allen kicked that accidentally to the cameraman. What a gentleman. Went over to say, "Are you okay?" Genki desu ka? Matsuyama's got to inbound it. Well, nice take by Kamata, but he misses everything. Good anticipation on defense from Roscoe Allen. Kawasaki have 10 threes. They try to kick out to another. Well, yeah, Terry's made two. He'll go for it. Soto just putting a hand out. Darius 8521. It's going to be tomorrow, BCL Asia East. It's going to be a Chinese Taipei battle between New Taipei Kings and Taiyuan Puyan Pilots. That will be live on FIBA's official YouTube platform. So to our friend from Bulacan, your name I'm unfamiliar with. I don't want to say something and in the end say something inappropriate because that's happened too many times. I'm not getting in trouble again. As Jordan Ngatai subs into the game, the New Zealand international. Because you gotta love New Zealand basketball. In good position right now in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. They'll be playing Gilas Pilipinas in the next window in June. Another screen, 11-3. That time just rolling out, but Kawasaki not short of confidence. They continue to take threes. Well, Matsuyama's made 5 threes. The game just losing its rhythm at the moment, the balance. Still Kawasaki have an advantage. They haven't led by more than 2 points in this game. Terry, little teardrop. Dumbuya coming up with his 5th rebound. Well, make that number 6, excuse me. That time Yuichi Ikeda is not going to try to pull the trigger, but Soto will come up for the high screen with Matsuyama. Gets stripped there. Koshigaya trying to recover. Terry, I think, comes up with it. And that's going to be Kawasaki ball for the jump ball. So, the 3-point record have just been confirmed. Now remember, Kawasaki have 10 3-pointers made tonight. Both Utsunami Brex and Akita Northern Happiness back in the 2021-22 regular season made 21 3-pointers in the game. That is the B.LEAGUE record. Could Kawasaki break it? Well, Kengo Namoto is going to come into the game. It's possible. Kawasaki so far tonight, 10 out of 23. Koshigaya, 7 out of 15. Those are still very good 3-point shooting percentages. Well, welcome to Jay Gonzalez. 381 watching from San Francisco in the Bay Area. Tough penetration, nowhere to go. Little bump on the hip. Comes up with his own rebound. Roscoe Allen thinks about it, as now we're in the 10 on the shot clock. Taiga Okada. Switch defended by Sekou Doumbouya. Okada pump fakes, twisting. A lot of contact, no foul given, but a 24-second violation. Koshigaya right now, the offense seems to be discombobulated. Soto's on the bench. We got to find points somewhere, down by 2. Doumbouya puts up a tough one. Trying to fight for his own rebound, but a foul is going to be given. And that's going to be the 2nd team foul against the Alphas. No rhythm in either team's offense. We had to go, there was a lot of time still left, but well, 4 minutes to go. It's been a tough 3rd quarter for both teams. There's a screen, finds Terry down the middle. A lot of contact and a tough as nails finish from Emmanuel Terry. Extending it now to a 4-point lead to Kawasaki. Looking for their 15th victory. Still Koshigaya. Count out by a bucket. Biggest lead of the game so far for Kawasaki. 3:30 left. Yet time is winding down again here for Kawasaki. Allen goes baseline. A lot of contact. Misses the wide open dunk. Comes up with his own rebound, but misses again. Doumbouya comes up with a 7th rebound. And a foul is going to be committed. Well, Roscoe Allen should have finished that one. That's a great penetration, but gotta finish that. Gotta find the bunnies. Gotta finish that one too. 15 points tonight for Roscoe Allen. 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Well, Sekou Doumbouya on that play came up with his 7th rebound, and he's 3 rebounds and 6 assists away from a potential triple-double. As Yuya Kamata back in the lineup here for the Alphas. Dumbuya puts up a tough contested one. Good defense. Terry also demanding the rebound. And there's Roscoe Allen in transition. And that time, no problem. He wasn't going to miss that dunk. As he gives Kawasaki Brave Thunders their biggest lead of 6 points. A timeout is going to be called by Coach Ansai. Well, it's almost like he had a vendetta. Revenge on the rim. Well, he has 17 tonight. The game's leading scorer. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, we are into 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Kawasaki just slightly building an edge on this game. Jordan Ngatai along with Sekou Dumbuya as the natural 4 and 5 in this lineup. Ikeda trying to find some room. A lot of pressure coming, so this will send him to the free throw line. Well, it's a nice move by the veteran. The elder statesman, one of the most experienced players here in the B-League. Sky Soto now just re-entering play. But Yuichi Ikeda, the man at the free throw line, this is his first season with the Koshigaya Alphas. He spent the last 4 seasons playing in the second division of the B-League with the Amori Watts. Last season, he had a very good year, nearly averaging a double-double of 12 points and nearly 9 assists a game. Because hasn't quite had the consistency this year, but, you know, he is quite a reliable PG to bring off the bench. Got to make your free throws. Neither team wants to look back in this game and think the outcome could have been different had they made all the free throws. Koshigaya have only missed 2 so far tonight. 7 out of 9 from the free throw line collectively. Taigo Okada still has it in his hands, penetrates. That's a tough move, but Allen comes in for the follow-up. But still, Koshigaya can't prevent an offensive rebound. And an 11th three-pointer for the Brave Thunders. Big-time play. Shota Tsuyama with his second 3 tonight. Alphas again. Don't want this lead to get any bigger, but a foul is going to be called on the ground. And that's a poor foul to give. Oh, no, maybe it's just a delay in play. Soto just going to the ground. Well, Soto may have just taken a shot to the face there from Kengo Nomoto. So Kaiju back at the free throw line. Made his 2 earlier threes tonight. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. love Kai Soto's beautiful hair. I'll tell you, he's gone with the Keanu Reeves look. But more importantly, I love the progression in this man's game, the hard work he's put in. It's not an easy league to play in if you're a center here in the B-League. It's a fast-paced league. 4 out of 4 from the free throw line for Kaiju. Six-point lead to the Brave Thunders. That's a zone defense. Oh no, it's a man-to-man matchup, actually. My apologies. Allen penetrates. Well, he brought Kai away from the bucket. Now he moves up to 19. That's a defensive problem for the Alphas. Soto coming up for that screen with Anthony Clements. Rolling. Now in the paint, brute force. And Kai just playing a bit of bully basketball. The beast. Kaizilla. Now a 14, 12 threes maybe coming. That goes out of bounds. Alphas will get it back. Well, Koshigaya with 52.2 could actually go 2 for 1. Because they've only had 1 3-pointer here in the third quarter, and that came from Shun Matsuyama. I think the disappointing thing tonight is if you compare second chance opportunity points, Koshigaya only have 7, but Kawasaki have 13. Well, Soto's wide open, gotta get it to him. Kaiju, gotta go for it. Oh, come on, Kai, you gotta dunk that. Well, 2 for 1 still on the table here for Koshigaya. 16 points to Soto, still 5 rebounds. Now it looks like they have gone into a 2-3 zone maybe. Nope, it's a matchup. Allen goes in again, no help side defense. Soto should have come out and helped on that one. Final shot will go to the Alphas. Clements goes for a quick 3, and that cuts it down to a 3-point deficit. But still this time for Kawasaki. They'll go from the Alphas logo. And may have just turned on the air conditioning. Well, we're heading into the fourth quarter. Final 10. 3-point lead to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. But what's kept them in front? It's been the staggering 11 out of 25. 44% from the 3-point line. Led by Roscoe Allen tonight. Well, we'll be back in just under 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, live here in the Saitama Prefecture, the home of the Koshigaya Alphas. Koshigaya will get the first possession due to the jump ball that was won by Kawasaki beginning of the third. Final 10 minutes. Kawasaki looking for their 15th victory of the season. Koshigaya looking for their 19th win. Neither team have won in quite a while. Soto in the paint. Double team comes. That's much better. More aggressiveness coming from Kai Soto. So Wyatt M-U6Q. Unfortunately, no, I'm not, brother. I'm going for a seafood buffet after this. I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam at the moment. Soto hasn't missed a free throw tonight. He's actually joint second leading scorer with Emmanuel Terry with 16 points. Remember, he also has 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Just a little short on that free throw. John Edmund Lagman, I agree with you. Feed Kaizilla. Second one's good. Still a 2-point deficit. Gotta love the tempo of this game. Could it go right down to the wire? Kawasaki haven't won in 7 games. Well, the last time Koshigaya won was 10 days ago, and that was against the Amori Watts. Oh, excuse me, no, that was against Ibaraki Robots. There's a penetration. That's going to be a foul on the ground against Yuichi Ikeda. Well, Melchior C. Balthasar. Yep, I'm sorry. You can blame that on me, the commentator's curse. It's quite a big... I'll get onto that later. Nice penetration, kick out. 12 3-pointer coming. Maybe it's up. Make it 12 3-pointers for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Okada goes left way too wide open. Clement still has it in his hands. Gets a screen from Kai Soto. The Spanish pick and roll. Soto connects. Oh, baby! Kaizilla! Well, Kaiju now has 19 points. If he keeps this up, he will be the game's leading scorer tonight as he cuts it down to a 3-point deficit. Still the 12 3-pointers has been the big difference. Another penetration. Roscoe goes in now. Great block by Kai because he prevents. Well, Ristich thinks that's an &1. Surely not. Let's have a look here. Here's the dish off to Ristich. Oh, no way. Come off it. That's a good block. As Kaiju prevents the 3-point play. That's a third foul against Jordan Atai. So big free throws now coming up. Trying to extend this back to a 2-possession ball game. Both free throws converted, back to a 5-point lead. Just under a minute and a half played here in the 4th and final quarter. Both teams look rather fatigued at the moment. Soto. Keda doesn't get it to him. In around the defense, but the tip-in is good by Jordan Atai. Second chance opportunity points. Only 9 tonight here for Koshigaya. Still Kawasaki hanging on by a thread. Ristich has made 1 3 tonight and now make that 13 3-pointers. Could it be the way they win tonight, their 15th win of the game? They haven't won in 7. 6-point Kawasaki lead. Soto down the middle, pump fakes, forces way in, and that's gonna count. Kaizilla, too big, too strong, and Kai Soto simply too dominant. This is the pure definition of bully basketball. Somebody call the principal. Send Kai Soto to the office. He's been a bully. Well, Soto now indeed. This has been a hell of a fourth quarter for him because he now has 21. And if he makes his free throw, he'll be the game's leading scorer. So, Kai Bashes, where are you at right now? Oh, it happened again. Still game's joint leading scorer of Roscoe Allen. 21 points for Kai Soto. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. Good defense from the Koshigaya Alphas. Yuichi Ikeda kind of playing that Jason Castro, the blur defense. That's Jason Castro, TNT Tropangiga on the Char Reyes defense. I'll take that back. That's LA Tenorio defense. Down by 4. Koshigaya can cut it down to 1. Tough 3. Ngatai offensive rebound. Dumbuya down the middle, and that's a 24-second violation. Not a good offense there from Koshigaya, but still a lot of time here in the fourth quarter. Emmanuel Terry is going to re-enter play. Terry is one of their leading, second leading scorer tonight. Now, he already has a double-double. Now, Emmanuel Terry is actually 4 assists away from a triple-double. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Ristich. That's going to be another foul. And that's a problem with taking Kai Soto out of the game. Koshigaya leave themselves exposed inside the paint. Well, the missed free throw from Dusan Ristich. But he can still extend this to a 5-point lead for Kawasaki. Well, prior to coming to the B-League, quite an extensive year in Europe, or career, excuse me. Prior to the last season, he was playing in France for Alain Chalon. Currently, this past season played in the FIBA Basketball Champions League. That's going to be a violation against Ristich. Well, Coach Anzai just needed to give Kai a little bit of a breather to get it back in. 21. There's the game's 2 leading scorers, Kai Soto and Alan Roscoe. Koshigaya wants to cut it down to a 1-possession ball game. Had a look at 3. There's the penetration. Well, it's a high-flying floater. Just good box out from Emmanuel Terry and Roscoe Allen for preventing an offensive rebound. There's the penetration, no-look dime. A good defense. Oh, it's going to be a foul against Soto. So Yamauchi will go to the free throw line. Oh, no-look dime. That's Jimmy Alapag. 2013 FIBA Asia Cup for Gilas Pilipinas. That's a tough one there. But Yamauchi can try to extend this to a 6-point lead. Three points tonight for Yamauchi. He's made 1 3-pointer. Those last 2 free throws missed by Dusan Ristic were the only missed free throws tonight for Kawasaki. Second free throw, no good. Soto comes up with the 6th rebound. They'd like to get a 3-pointer from Matsuyama. And he's fouled. I mean, that's a foul on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day that ends in a Y. There shouldn't be too much argument here. I mean, look, it's a double team, but that's clearly a foul on Riolita. But the good thing for Kawasaki, they've got 1 foul to give. Clemens pump fakes. Matsuyama wide open, and he's fouled in the process. So 3 free throws coming up for Shin Matsuyama. That's the prospect of giving away a 3-pointer to the 4th best 3-pointer in the B-League. That's a careless closeout, though. But Matsuyama's got to make 3 of them. 15 points tonight. All points have come from the perimeter. His first trip to the free throw line. Koshigaya 10 out of 14 from the charity stripe. The good thing about making all 3 of them is that you do indeed cut it down to a 2-point deficit. Oh, he choked. The pressure just getting to Matsuyama. Given his percentages tonight, that's only his 4th miss, if you include the fact he's 5 out of 8 from the field. But can still cut it down to 1 possession ball game if he makes this. Koshigaya sending their bigs back. It's Matsuyama 2 out of 3. Well, hypothetically, it would be the 19th win for Koshigaya. Only the 15th win for Kawasaki. Both teams have had a tough, grueling season in the Eastern Conference. Terry still 4 assists away from a triple-double tonight. Well, could this be assist number 7? Soto comes up with rebound number 7. Definitely feel the fatigue in both teams. Well, Dumbuya out of control. Little turnarounds, he cuts it down to 1. 13 tonight for Sekou Dumbuya. But Kawasaki hanging on by a thread. Allen tries to penetrate. Bumps in the lane, can't get it. Dumbuya fights for it. It goes out of bounds. Now, surely Coach Katsuhisa of Kawasaki is going to use that head coach's challenge. Maybe now. That was close. But from this angle, it did actually look like Sekou Dumbuya. Now, he can use the coach's challenge. So I think he's called it. Which means now players will have to go to the benches and the officials will go to the monitor. We'll see the replay. Did Roscoe Allen or Sekou Dumbuya have the final touch? Well, we're going to find out very soon. There's the foul trouble. Jordan Atai with 4 fouls. Kai Soto with 3. Well, here's another look at it. It's tough to see from that angle because both of them cross arms, but I would say the right choice has been made here. Well, now the challenge is going to come. So we're going to go back for another review now. I mean, in my honest opinion, because you see the motion of Seiko Dumbuya's left arm. Let's see if we get a more definitive view here. I could be wrong, though. Let's have a look. I think that comes off Dumbuya. I mean, credit to Seiko Dumbuya. The hustle's unbelievable. But then from that angle there kind of does look like Roscoe Allen may have given it a bit of momentum, but it's a tough one. But from the previous angle, see about here. My honest bet would be Seiko Dumbuya. But the referees will have to make a choice. Here's another look from this angle. They've got to slow it down right there, but when you slow it down, it really does look like Seiko Dumbuya may have had the last touch. Now remember, if they can't make a choice, it becomes inconclusive, which means they got to stick with... Yeah, exactly right, yeah. So Kawasaki do retain possession with a fresh 14 on the shot clock because the ball had touched the rim and neither team had a possession on it. Those Kawasaki fans sitting right behind their bench. Halfway to go here in the fourth quarter. 1 point lead to the Brave Thunders. 12 three-pointers made here in this game. They're just trying to keep in front. Neither team with any fouls to give. Terry's got to force it up, surely. Roscoe from no man's land. Well, he made it. That's going to be a 24-second violation. And that's an unfortunate set of circumstances for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. So Koshigaya can indeed reclaim the lead on this offense with any field goal. Clements is back in the game. Kawasaki switching on defense. Dumbuya curls a screen, forces way in. Tips it. Oh, he misses the tip in. Great defense from Emmanuel Terry. Oh, another three goes flying. Ikeda can't catch it. Goes out of bounds. And that's going to go to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Oh, too much time, space wide open. You would have thought maybe with 12 three-pointers as a team that they were going to knock down a wide open one. Matsuyama. Alphas want to patiently build something here. Soto sets the screen for Clemens. Soto makes the pass, that two-handed simple dunk. Well, that's Kai Soto's third assist of the game. And a timeout is going to be called by Kawasaki. Even Kaizilla can dish. Beautiful high ball screen. Finding Soto at the high post. Roscoe comes to help. And Sekou Doumbouya left wide open on the baseline. We'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. Well, I talked about the three-point percentages. It's been very dominant tonight. 13 made three-pointers from Kawasaki, but the area which Koshigaya have clearly dominated are points in the paint. 36-20. Sekou Doumbouya has his double-double tonight. And there's a man who also has his double-double. Nearly triple-double for Emmanuel Terry. Kai Soto needs 3 rebounds to go with his 21 points to get his double-double. Kawasaki want to reclaim the lead. High ball screen coming from Ryoto Yonesu. Well, they'll go for a 14-3. Not going to go. Clemens gets the board. Doumbouya just being matched up. Koshigaya don't want to rush anything. That's going to be a foul on the ground. I thought maybe that could have been called a push-up, but that's a foul on Riolida. So that's going to send Sekou Doumbouya to the free throw line. Well, Sekou Doumbouya, as of this game, he's 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. He's made 102 free throws this season in the B-League. Coming into this game, had 99. Wow, that's his first miss from the charity stripe. But can extend this to a 2-point lead if he makes this one. 3:17 to go here in the game. Drafted in the NBA back in 2019. Oh, it just gets it to roll. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists tonight for Sekou Doumbouya. Kawasaki might go for another 3. Roscoe Allen loses his balance, and that's another turnover. Has the tide changed? The momentum shifted. Still 2:59 to go. 2-point lead to the Koshigaya Alphas. Unfortunately, that's only the 5th turnover of the game for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Both teams under 10 turnovers. Like I said, it's been a great game of basketball to watch. Any bucket now would extend it to a 2-possession lead. Matsuyama going off the Iverson cut. Finds Soto. Got it by Roscoe Allen. Nice dime by Kai. Finds Sekou Doumbouya. Time is winding down. Matsuyama in one hand. Unable to finish. And that's going to go out of bounds. Well, that's great defense from Kawasaki. But clearly you can see both teams. Right now, a lot of fatigue settling in. And that's going to be a moving screen on Emmanuel Terry. Terry saying that he took a shot, an unwelcome shot. Let's have a look at the replay here. Well, that's a good call. I mean, Matsuyama does go into him, but if you see there, Emmanuel Terry just shifts slightly to the right. That's a moving screen. And I know Emmanuel Terry is a great guy, but unfortunately, you've got to remain static if you're going to set a bull screen. Again, Koshigaya. Another chance to make it a 2-possession lead. Dumbuya comes up with a high screen. Clements. Contested three is up, and he sinks this one. 9th three-pointer of the game for Koshigaya, and it gives them a 5-point lead. Kazakhstan's finest in FIBA Asia Cups, FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. And a three-pointer that sets a little bit of daylight between them and the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. A huge three-pointer from Anthony Clements. Well, Kawasaki Brave Thunders haven't won since 20 days ago. It's been a 7-game losing streak for the Brave Thunders. Too many long losing streaks this season really have cost this team. Only 14 wins, but they've got to score here. Under 2 minutes. Roscoe Allen. Three is up as he cuts it down to a 2-point ball game. 14th three-pointer tonight for the Brave Thunders. With that three-pointer indeed, he's now the game's leading scorer, 24 points ahead of Kai Soto, who's got 21. Remember, neither team with any fouls to give. Clements being heavily defended. Matsuyama goes to Sekou Doumbouya. Gets caught a double team. Doumbouya, little teardrop. Soto, big rebound. Number 8, 23 for Kaiju. Kawasaki don't need to go for a three now, but they've got to get open. There's the baseline penetration. They want to get something good. But you want to go to Roscoe Allen. Allen trying to kick out. This three would cut it down to 1, and they don't get it. Soto gets the rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line. That's the 9th rebound of the game for Kaiju. Well, if Kai makes both of these, he'll actually be the game's leading scorer. So I repeat, where are the Kai bashers now? Remember there was a guy called Guy LaRoche who would spend every 2 seconds copy and pasting the same anti-Kai Soto comments. Anybody seen him? Soto now at 24. Like I said, if he makes this free throw, he will be the game's leading scorer. And it's really been here in the fourth quarter where Kai has really just taken over. He's been dominant. He's been Kaizilla. Soto makes them both. 25 for Kaizilla. Game's not over yet, though. A timeout is going to be called. Kawasaki Brave Thunder's down by 6. 58.8 seconds left. Well, he's a great player. Still very young indeed, Kai Soto. And I think game after game, he always answers his critics. It's a weight of expectation on his shoulders coming from a great basketball country, the Philippines. But like I said, still a bit of time here. Kawasaki have got to get something on this offense. They must score. Kind of filled with 14 three-pointers. They're going to go for it. Oh, there's a three-pointer. Roscoe Allen. Oh, that's a good look. They come up with an offensive rebound. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? What a freak circus shot of a prayer by Reoto Ioneso. And that changes everything. Because at 41.2, if he converts this, it's a one-possession ball game. Imagine had he taken a three-point. That scraped the side of the backboard. As they say in Japanese, sugoi. Well, they didn't expect that one to happen. John Edmund Langman, 5'3", 4'9". I'll say it, but let's wait for this game to be secured. I'm not sure what's happened here. I mean, if they're trying to check if this is a three-pointer or not, I thought that was quite obvious. So it's a two-point shot. I mean, that was clear as daylight. But Ionesu now will go to the free throw line and try and cut this down to a one-possession ball game. Well, Donnie Don, thank you very much, brother. As now Renato Ionesu. Got to make this free throw. And he does just that. But Koshigaya could probably end this in one offense. No need to rush anything at the moment. Clements. Heavily defended. Kawasaki don't want to foul here. They've got to be disciplined. Shimatsuyama gets that high screen. Oh, throws a prayer of a pass. Soto, oh baby! Magadan Gabi Kaiju Kai Soto with a big dunk. Oh, Kai Soto, incredible Show me the replay of Kaizilla. Well, you asked for it. There was the crazy pass. And Kai Soto waited patiently. Kaizilla said, "Hiya panis uwiana." It's your moment, Kaiju. It's your moment. Incredible scenes. And that might just do it. Kawasaki came very close, but they forgot about Kai Soto. Well, that almost a double-double there for Kai, but the foul is going to be called. So this will send Shun Matsuyama to the free throw line. Well, I'll ask the question again. Kai Bashes, where are you? Somebody looking the lost and found. Nowhere to be seen. So free throws coming up for Shun Matsuyama, who's my apologies. It's Anthony Clements who has 13 points. So big moment now here. It's a two-possession ball game with 13 seconds left. Joseph Diawara will come in. What a performance from Kaizilla. Kai Soto, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. I repeat, where are the Kai Bashes? Nowhere to be seen. Congratulations, Kai Soto. The winning dunk, the Uwiana dunk that said Magan Dangabi. Great performance tonight from Anthony Clements, a true general on the floor. Clements 14 points, 5 assists. But the positive note here for Koshigaya, 4 players in double figures, but led by King Kai Soto, Kaizilla. Well, a very spirited performance, but indeed, it's going to be 8 defeats in a row here for Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, they came and performed very well. They gave it everything. But in the end, King Kai Soto, Kaizilla, Kaiju, the 27 points. Right now, maybe the best center in the FIBA Asia zone. Well, there you have it. Koshigaya Alphas, they'll win this one 90-84 against the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. It's their first win in 3 games. A big-time performance from this team. But I'll repeat again, led by, arguably, the greatest center currently now in the FIBA Asia zone, and that's Kai Soto. A great performance from that man, Roscoe Allen. Allen's efforts chipping in 25 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double, and 5 assists away from a triple-double. Emmanuel Terry also had a double-double with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and he was 4 assists away from a triple-double. But the simple answer was this. Kai Soto was fourth quarter. Somebody translate fourth quarter in Tagalog. That man there, Kaizilla, Kaiju. Of course, a lot of expectations on the shoulders of Kai Soto. Coming from a basketball family with heritage to the PBA. And who knows, maybe one day they will see Kai Soto in the NBA. But right now, he is dominating here in the B-League as he gives Koshigaya a 19th win in the B-League this season. Well, we are going to get a post-game interview with head coach Anzai, and also with Kaizilla, the game's most valuable player. We'll look at some of the best highlights from this game. We'll run down the stats and look at some of the upcoming fixtures this weekend in the Japanese B-League. So fans, stick around as we will hear from Kai Soto very soon. Well, I think there's only one way to describe Kai Soto's game tonight, and I'll say it in Tagalog. Si Kai Soto ay isang mahusay na basketball player. Laban Pilipinas, anytime. I mean, every time he plays with the puso. And he did that in the fourth quarter tonight. Well, very soon, as I mentioned, we will be getting the interviews there. You can see, of course, they're missing some key players tonight, but we're going to get an interview now with Coach Anzai. We will get this translated into English, so let's listen now.
見事勝利なさいました今の気持ちを聞かせてください
はい、今日もたくさんお越しいただきましてありがとうございます。川崎のファンブースターの皆さんもありがとうございます。ホーム最終週ということで最後勝ち切れたというところが一番良かったなと思いますし、4クォーターの選手のディフェンスとリバウンドの頑張りが、こういうゲームにつながったと思います。明日、今シーズンのホーム最終週なので、また今日みたいないいゲームが川崎さんとできるように頑張りますので、またよろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
安西ヘッドコーチありがとうございました。
Well, we will get that translated very soon to English. The man who won the Japanese B.LEAGUE in 2022 with Utsunomiya Brex. He actually played for Koshigaya in the mid-2000s.
リバウンド8本、27得点の活躍。ナンバー11、Kai Soto.
Well, there you have it. Kaiju indeed. Sa tingin ko si Kai Soto ang pinakamagandang basketball center sa FIBA Asia and Japanese B.LEAGUE. Let's listen now to Kai Soto.
高玉様ありがとうございました。それでは本日のヒーローインタビューです。見事勝利をしました。今の気持ちを聞かせてください。
I feel good. In our last 2 home games, everybody fought tonight, and me and my teammates just wanted to dedicate this win to all the fans that show love and support from us from day one to now. And another one tomorrow, and yeah, good luck to us.
非常に気持ちいい勝利でした。今週節がホーム最後ということで、全員一生懸命ハードに出だしからやれたと思いますし、で皆さんもシーズンの始まりから今まで本当にたくさんの応援本当にありがとうございました。また明日も頑張れるように全力でやりたいと思います。
さあ最後に会場にお越しの皆さん、そしてバスケットライブをご覧の皆さん、アルファベットの皆さんに一言お願いします。
To all the ALPHAS fans, I hope to see you guys, everybody tomorrow. Let's give our everything for our last home game.
また明日。
カイソット選手、そしてセクードゥンブヤ選手に大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Well, a big congratulations to Kai Soto, an unbelievable performance. And like I said, he takes a lot of criticism. You can question everything about him, but one thing that's undeniable about Kai Soto is his determination, his drive, his will to learn and get better. And he's a good kid as well. Because coming from a very good family who have raised him very well and, you know, taught him the values of hard work. But like I say, it's a big-time win here for the Koshigaya Alphas. Only their 19th win of the season. And you know, the three-point shooting from Kawasaki Brave Thunders was terrific today. Kawasaki were 14 out of 36, just shy of 40%. But the area which was dominated by Koshigaya Alpha were points in the paint. And I'll reiterate, Kai Soto, 27 points in the paint tonight, 7 out of 9 from the free throw line. He was 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Only 11 second chance points tonight here for Koshigaya, 16 for Kawasaki, but a win is a win nonetheless. Well, like I say, everybody tuning in today on B.LEAGUE International, the YouTube live platform for all these B.LEAGUE games in English. And the biggest reason is Kai Soto. But remember, it was 30 Ravenna back in 2019 who embarked on the journey of leading Filipino players coming in as the East Asia imports here in the B-League. And here are some of the highlights from the game. Well, fans, there are more B-League games going on today here live on B.LEAGUE International. More coming up tomorrow, so make sure you tune in and subscribe to B.LEAGUE International. So now we take a look at some of the key highlights. Emmanuel Terry, terrific performance from him. 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Just a dominating performance here in the first half from both teams. This was 2 early three-pointers from Emmanuel Terry that set the tempo early from this great three-point shooting. Well, the win will not get them into the playoffs. But for sure, Koshigaya fans definitely will enjoy this one, as well as the many Filipinos watching back in Gilas, Pilipinas. Well, I've seen a comment from Nirvana Lee TV 1469. Yeah, probably not his best performance. I mean, there's still bigger and better things to come from Kai Soto. Papa Matt 107, thank you so much for your kind comments, brother. It's a privilege and honor to be calling these games with the B.LEAGUE International. But I think where this game really took its flavor was in the last minutes of the fourth quarter. I mean, Kawasaki, definitely in my mind, were the better team in the third quarter. Anthony Clemens made that big three-pointer, cutting it down to a one-possession ball game. Well, Pascal Nocel, thank you so much. See you next time as well, brother. And indeed, John Edmund Langman, 5'3", It was a dunk party by King Kai Soto, Kaizilla. Well, you got to think here, Shun Matsuyama, one of the top 4 three-point shooters in the B-League. That was Dusan Ristic's trojka, as they say in Serbian. That was the end of the first half. I mean, you couldn't separate these two teams. Neither team had a double-digit lead today. It was that close. And I honestly felt when they hit the 13th three-pointer, just before Alan Roscoe hit the 14th one, that they were going to win this. But there was the Spanish pick and roll. The back screen set by Shun Matsuyama for Kai Soto, but he just stepped out to a comfortable 3. I think if it's one area both teams will probably be disappointed with each other, is the lack of perimeter defense, I guess. Well, James Manlapas, 3199, thank you very much. Like I say, Kai Bashes, I missed you guys today. I do appreciate you guys. You always make great conversation for debates. But today is not your day today. Because that was the follow-up, and here was another three-pointer. This was three-pointer number 12 from the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Roscoe Allen had a game of games today here for Kawasaki. So Mosso Magno 171. Yes, there will be live streams tomorrow from B.LEAGUE International. Guess I'll just try to find out which games those will be for you tomorrow. This B.LEAGUE does such a magnificent job of showcasing so many games for free here in English. And it is indeed the fastest growing professional league currently in the international world of hoops. So tomorrow there'll be 2 games. Yokohama B Corsairs will be going up against Sendai 89ers, while ALPHAS Tokyo will be taking on Shiga Lakes. That will be live on B.LEAGUE International. Well, Red Hot T-Dad, thank you so much. Thank you for your kind comments. And what a performance tonight from Kaizilla. Just an unbelievable game. Well, a lot of people will always ask, is he the best? Well, is he the best center in FIBA Asia? I would say yeah, but we got to stop putting Kai up as one of the best centers in international basketball. This man truly has improved his game. Well, this was his second last field goal. And that was his 7th rebound of the game. And this could have made things interesting. Because Yoneso, at that point, had made it a 1-possession ball game. But here it was. This wasn't Kai Soto. This was Kaizilla. Good night! Magandangabi from Kaizilla. And there you have it. A big win in the end for the Koshigaya Alphas. Their 19th victory of the season. Their first win in 8 games. Thoroughly deserved. Well, they shot very well from the three-point line. 47%. That's above their season average of 36. They missed 6 free throws tonight because they dominated the rebound count. But interestingly enough, Kawasaki Brave Thunders had more offensive boards. 6 more offensive rebounds than their rivals, the Koshigaya Alphas. But the telling difference were the points in the paint. Koshigaya, 47 points in the paint tonight, as opposed to only, I think the final one was 26 in the end. No, 20 points in the paint for Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, you can count that down to King Kai Soto, Kaizilla. Well, we'll take a look at the game's leading scorers. A combined total of 52 points between both Roscoe Allen and Kai Soto. Kai Soto finishing the game's leading score with 27. Roscoe Allen double-double, nearly a triple-double, just 5 assists away. Sekou Doumbouya, of course, led Koshigaya this evening in rebounds, 10. While Manuel Terry also was 4 assists away from a triple-double. He also had 11 rebounds with his 16 points. Anthony Clements tonight leading the assist category for the Koshigaya Alphas, because he had a terrific performance of 15 points and 7 assists tonight for Taiga Okada. Of course, Koshigaya know that their opponents tonight were unbelievable from the three-point line, excuse me. Well, there are your upcoming fixtures tomorrow. Remember, ALPHAS Tokyo will be in action live on B.LEAGUE International. So will the Sendai 89ers. All the games live in the B-League this weekend as we head closer and closer to the playoffs. But what an exciting end we have towards the end of the 10th season of the Japanese B-League. Because these two teams, they'll be playing tomorrow. Koshigaya Alphas against Kawasaki Brave Thunders, but that won't be live on B-League International. No doubt many of you amazing fans, both from the Philippines and all over, want to see Kaizilla back in action. Well, Christian Lapitan 5641, thank you as well for your kind words, brother, and God bless you as well in Canada. But yeah, the Hokkaido Lavenga game versus Gunma Crane Thunders will be exciting to watch as well, but that won't be on B-League International tomorrow, unfortunately. And Ruku Golden Kings will be at home against the Saga Ballooners. Golden Kings haven't won the B-League Championship since 2023 when they took down the Chiba Jets. But unfortunately, fans, it's that time of day where I have to part ways for you. I'm currently in Da Nang, Vietnam, and I'm heading to a seafood buffet on the beach at the moment. I thank you for joining all of us live here at the B-League International. My name is Josh Bett. For now, it's good night, goodbye, and God bless. Hayasumi nasai, sayonara, Paalam and Magandang Gabi. We'll see you for more games here in the B League.